It's time to blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
Bang and hiya. And boom. What's up? Welcome back, goddammit, to another edition of Tell Me a Joke, the guy out there chasing the dream. I'm your host, Maniacal, Menace, say the whole thing like a pimp named Slickback. And today, Scoochie over here. Come over here some more.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And today, I got the homie, the spitter, the lyrical one, the one that I swear is close to me, spiritually close to me as anybody that I have talked to yet.
Yeah.
Put y'all motherfucking hands together for Dragon Prophet. Yeah. Clap it. Boom.
Appreciate you having me, bro.
Yes, sir. Finally, I got all the Tiffin friends on here.
Word.
Yeah. This is we are. I am excited where things have been going lately.
Same.
Yeah.
100%.
and as like-minded artists as ourselves, where would you like to see this go?
I think like on a local level, like we as a collective, and by local I just mean like in Houston. Like we have the leverage. I say leverage, but like we have the talent and we have the cultural breadth required to remind institutions that like the value is and always has been like in the artist. I feel like what we have to offer is such a distinctive, like creative composite, like that we got something to offer for everybody, you know what I mean, and in any kind of given space. You know what I mean? And so I think, and even like outside of that, just like I said, on the local level, to remind like on institutions that like, yo, partner with artists, you know what I mean? Like, because, and we'd be like a kind of an archetype for like demonstrating like how to effectively go about like demonstrating that kind of like, or sending that kind of message.
Right.
By just, for one, like first and foremost, being committed to your craft, being dope at what you do.
Yeah.
But being like in a way that's true to form. That's what makes you dope.
Yeah.
Regardless of where you at. Technically, like the authenticity of it is what makes it dope.
Yeah.
And so like that's how we could all exist or like coexist as such distinctive like co-entities. You know what I mean? And all function under the same principle.
Right.
You know, and so I think it has a lot to do with, or at least like as far as where I would like to see it go, I like to see us like become the example for like how this shit is, how to be self-sustained and self-contained. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there's no rule book to this shit, especially in the poetry community. There's like the infrastructure is solely on that of the community. You know what I mean? Like there aren't like too many brick and mortar like committed poetry spaces, but it's like that's kind of the beauty of like the spoken word space is that the artist, or as the artist, we can exist in any kind of given space. It makes the infrastructure very living and fluid. You know what I mean? Like a lot the open mic I came in under like doesn't even exist anymore. Like because it wasn't the same as like being or like going to a bar. You know what I mean? Where it's like there's, even if there is like a theme or whatever, like there's certain branding attached to that. And there's no committed space, like, you know what I mean, for spoken word arts or the spoken arts.
How long have you been at this for?
At what exactly?
Well, because who you are, your talents is very they very outstanding to me, just because you have a gift of what you do, and it's definitely being different, and so I would say, because it's poetic, but I never usually see you as a poet. I just see you as Jragon. I've always just seen you as that, like just a very mysterious dude, you know. And I that's why I'm like, I don't know how I gravitate towards him so much, but the energy feels the same, you know? And so like when did you discover yourself?
Sheesh. Really, like every day. You never stop becoming, and if you do, then you've agreed that the illusion is real. And by illusion, I just mean like this perception or this fixed idea of self. Yeah, it's like, yo, we're ever evolving, we're ever changing, or at least we should be. Things that thriving like they go through cycles, of, you know what I mean, like the up and downs of the sine wave. Like we all have our seasons of, you know, changes in our dynamic, our frequency or what have you. But I'm sorry, I got lost.
Yeah, no, that's perfect though, because the ups and downs, the ebbs and flows, like what you find in yourself.
I found myself. I went to a mental institution back in 2024, and after, like, you know, I was dealing with some issues in my relationship and just my roles. Really, like I can't even say it was like the relationship itself. But like I had a lot of different like role conflict going on, and trying to like be committed or stay true to form, the things that I understand are like, you know, inherently true to me, and that also allow me to most effectively facilitate my roles as a father. I got 3 daughters and a husband, you know what I mean, because I'm married. And so, but it was just like I hit this crossroads of where, like, you know, who the season I'm stepping into, or like the growth that I'm going through, is like causing real conflict in these roles. And so I got to a space to where I just understood I didn't know what I was going to do, and really wanted to you know, check out permanently. And so in that, I ended up going to I did the, you know, if you want to live, you ask for help in that situation. So that's what I did. And so through that, I was hospitalized for like 11 days. And my dreams, or I started having dreams in there. And one day, I had a dream that a dragon. First of all, I've been a lucid dreamer since I was a kid.
Wow.
Like since probably as early as 5 years old. Like I still can recall these moments like that only happen in an unconscious space. But I'd never in life dreamed about a place that my body was physically at in real time. And so like this was that kind of dream.
Whoa.
And so I'm standing in the hospital, looking out my window, and I'm there as Jeremiah with my hospital garb on. Like, and then my higher self, we refer to him as Prophet or just P. He is standing there in like a lab coat, and we're both looking out the window, and this dragon, this black dragon with emerald eyes, passed by, massive. Like, and I understood that was my unconscious self. That was my shadow self. And I was like, all the parts of me that I don't understand, and the ones that are like now currently screaming to be heard. Because I've like made a habit of silencing my own voice. You know what I mean? To acquiesce or, you know, fit the mold of all these roles I'd taken on just throughout life. You know, social roles, or like in relationships or whatever. Like, I think it was Lauryn Hill who said, when we submit our will to someone else's opinion, a part of us dies. And so I was dealing with that. Like all the parts of me that I tried to silence, this facet of myself, and there was a reckoning, you know. He passed by the window, and I was like, oh, we can't let him drive. That's not safe. Hell no. What? That's me as Jeremiah looking at P, and he was like, there's a season for him. Until then, he just likes to make his presence known. And so from this very unconscious space, I kind of kick out of the dream up to a more shallow level of subconscious space. So I'm still asleep, but I'm like out of that deeper dream. And I'm still laying there. I'm back in my body in the bed. And my higher self is like, how do you spell dragon? And I said D-R-A. He started writing it out in lightning. And then when I said D-R-A, he flipped the letter D and it just spun until it was a J. He said, if you spell it with a J, it's pronounced the same.
Yo.
And since I was 15, since I started showcasing myself, like my skills or what have you, like everybody called me Prophet because my real name is Jeremiah.
Yeah.
And so, but it added this dimension to like the shorthand of JP that was already there. And it wasn't until like I became comfortable with like understanding and practicing interfacing my shadow, you know, how to train the dragon instead of like slay it.
Yeah.
How to interface with it, how to assimilate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With the facets of myself that I was like afraid of understanding before, it made me a more complete version of myself. I can say I didn't start really knowing myself until that experience.
Yo, that's dope.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then like that's when like I was outside the following summer, and that's when I like began branding myself officially like as Dragon. The first joint was the Bars Fest. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to One Poetry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the first time I like, you know, began to wear the mantle of Dragon Prophet.
Oh, that is the origins of where people call it. It's just I've always wondered, and so that explains a lot about it. And it's like you're such a deep thinker, and it's like of course that would come out like that. Like why not? You would get it the other way. Yeah.
And so just a footnote, like because my real name is Jeremiah, he was the prophet who said the word of God was like a fire in his bones, which is a metaphor for dragon. Yeah. And then dragon is my unconscious self, and then prophet. So my name itself is a
black dragon with emerald eyes, dude.
Because I was born in May. It's my birthstone.
Wow. Yeah. Yo. Everything had a meaning just now. That he's everything.
And I'm a creative dude, you know what I'm saying? So like I put word puzzles together.
Yes, that's exactly what that was.
That's God's work though. To like that type of dimension isn't me just being that creative. It's like, nah, this was revealed to me. Yes. It's shit that was already there. Yeah. Like, my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card was always the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like I didn't even connect the dots that was an archetype that had always existed for me. You know what I mean? There's
a lot of aspects to where we come together, and it's like, oh, you thinking like that too?
Yeah.
I thought I was the only person that thought this way.
Yeah.
And it's like, hold on. I think I have somebody that matches energy, because it's very difficult to find somebody that has your thought, like Shroomy, who just left here. She's kind of like that as well.
Word.
It's like, oh,
hell yeah.
Okay. So there are more people like, and that's why it kind of like, because she just reached out to me. She's like, hey, I want to do this. I was like, yeah.
For sure,
Come on. For sure. And so, you know, I feel as if this might be a stretch, but I feel as if like we are the same people, but just alternate universe. Like, so this is just, you are just my alternate universe person. Yeah. To where, and we're all meeting kind of like the Spider-Man thing. Yeah. To where it's like, hey, we're all
Miles.
Yeah.
We're all Peter Parker. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
it's just
facts.
And so, like, to be able to come and pick y'all's brain and to be like, oh shit, these thoughts that I have inside is that I don't say out loud. Sometimes I can't articulate them like I want to, and then, you know, somebody like you comes around and be like, yeah, no, this is, and I'm like, oh shit. How often do you dream every night, and do you have reoccurring dreams?
Yeah, I dream every night. If I don't smoke too much weed, like too close to bedtime, like people don't know, or like, you know, it's different for everybody. But I've definitely heard like several stories about like from my partners that like they chief like frequently.
Yeah.
And they be like, yeah, I don't dream, bro. I ain't dreamed in years. And it's like, dog. Like, how? Like,
right.
but it's, I mean, for me, if I don't smoke like frequently enough, then yeah, I have dreams every night. And like lucid ones.
Yeah.
And so, and the recurring dreams I have had, like I had one that lasted like 25 years. Like it first happened when I was like 6.
Jesus.
Yeah. Because it was a nightmare. That's how I remembered it. Yeah. Like it happened when I was 6, and then it happened again when I was like 18, and then it happened again when I was like 25.
Yo. Yeah. I have been back to dreams that were very familiar. Nothing was ever scary. I just understood what was about to happen next, though.
Yeah.
And I can kind of gauge the outcome, but the outcome is always the same.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
thinking that I can go ahead and change what's about to happen. I think that I can, but everything is always the same in this situation. And it's been a minute since I've, there's a few of them that I have that come back from time to time, and it's just so weird. I'm like, what is this supposed to mean? Is it supposed to mean something? I'd never know.
Yo, my favorite, like, or, a philosophy I gravitate towards with regards to dreams that are legitimately kind of like time travel. Because when you experience deja vu, it's, that's the second time that you've experienced that thing happening, even though it's the first time it's happened in real time.
Yeah.
Because like when it hits, it's like the feeling of deja vu is the memory of the initial occurrence.
Yeah.
Happening in tandem with the real time occurrence. And so I've like always saw that as a witness to being on the right path. Because the dreams that have occurred to me that are like some time out, like they're far off in linear time, like those things have already happened. Like, and I'm just passing through linear time, like in this realm, until like I arrive at that nexus point of whatever the higher dimension self, like wherever I was at, like, and so it's a coordinate point. And so it's just like, it's like the initial dream is like getting the location in the GPS.
Yeah.
And you actually have to forego the journey until you arrive at that destination. And it's like, deja vu.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
that's dope.
Which I got that from the Matrix. Like when Neo sees, like, he has the dream about Trinity falling, and the second, I think it's the third Matrix, the Oracle asks, like, do you see her die? And he said no. And she was like, you're looking at the world without time. You've got what she called the sight. You know what I'm saying? Jesus said he got eyes to see and ears to hear. It's like, to be able to perceive the invisible mystery unfolding in front of you in real time. It's like, you can see the subtle in this. You can see the subtle or the supernatural in the subtle.
Yeah.
And so that is a sort of knowing that we already have of like, we have these dreams in very unconscious states. There's no, like, we're not involved, at least not directly. And then the experience happens in real time. And then it's like, that's quantum entanglement at scale. You know what I mean? The particle, the other you particle is out there somewhere. Yeah. Right? And he already had that experience.
Yeah.
And I guess in the context of linear time, he sent it back, like, as a memory from something you haven't experienced yet.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
Right. Those goddamn deja vu feelings. This is I get them from time to time. I like when they come around because it's like, where something.
Awareness peaks.
Yeah.
You get a spike in awareness, like,
Yeah. It feels like you know how when you ghost race yourself?
Yeah.
And it's like, that's kind of how I look at it. Like,
that's a good analogy.
My body was here before doing something.
Right.
And now I'm just kind of playing. That's what it feels like. And I'm like, this is cool. Fucking deja vu. Like, why is it such a thing? But as we go through life, it's like, of course it's gonna be.
Oh yeah.
I'm in tune with with me being more spiritual now, like especially, but my spiritualness comes from the hallucinogens that I take.
Yeah.
You know, I like to. I need to start meditating more myself, which we are going to healing after this, which is going to be nice.
Hey, shout out
Tella one. So that's a good thing, just because I got too much in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything is just, and I needed to slow down sometimes, you know. And most of the times when I wanted to slow down, that's when I get stuck.
Yeah.
You know, because I try to pinpoint one thing. That's why I'm, asked you about, how do you think that I should go about shooting this video, or go about, and because I'm like, all right, I got this idea. But if I go ahead and just throw it out to somebody else and be like, hey, well, why don't you try this? And be like, all the carousel stops.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you mean this here? I should try this one. Oh,
yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, because you have a different eye and a different perspective on something that we both do similarly.
Right.
And so it's just like, yes, no, it's okay to step outside the box. Definitely ask somebody. And it's been very helpful. It's been very helpful knowing somebody that actually understands.
Absolutely. One of the things that helped me really like or informed my view of like the institutional value of the arts was the school back in, I won't say Europe, don't quote me, but it was called the Bauhaus. And they pretty much created the language of marketing. Like everything was in one font. Like, you know what I mean? Before, and it was just like, it was an art school. It was a fine art school that was started by, I think the guy was like actually an architect. Like, and he started a fine art school, but it functioned in tandem with like these fundamental practices for, like architecture and like real actual design. It's where like they kind of implemented they kind of systemized the concepts of the basic principles of design.
Right.
And so, one of the things the founder said was like, okay, just because it's a chair and it's functional, which is like, the way, the architect thinks, he was like, doesn't mean that it shouldn't also be beautiful. Like, he's like, yo, let's inform things with meaning. Because when you do something as small as make a font bold, it creates a completely different message.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so they founded entire font types. Like it was just that. And it was one of those things that really showed me like, yo, just do it. Just do the shit. Make your contribution, you know what I mean, by staying true to form and doing the things that like flow most freely. And it helps, or to the point of collaboration, gets the structure built. And that was his philosophy as an architect. It was like, even the architect isn't so full of himself that he takes credit for the entire building. And he was like, yo, so like it's one thing to be self-contained, right? But then it's a completely different thing to understand the value of, methodical, like well put together, collaborated endeavors. Because it's like, yo, one man could build a house, but like 6 of us could build a compound.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and something that benefits all of us in a exponentially greater way than we could have ever made happen on our own for ourselves. But it's like, it pushed me towards the notion of collaboration, because I've been writing by myself since I was 6. Like, I don't care to have an audience. And like, because that's just not how I started.
What made you start writing so young?
I couldn't connect with my parents. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a product of divorce. My parents got divorced when I was like,
same,
4 or 5 years old, something like that.
2.
Yeah. So like, my pops was just always kind of like chasing his vices. He's just a young man with like, at that time, 2 kids, me and my older brother. And so like, so connection is the short answer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got in the piece Poetry to Me, where I say I picked up this pen because I needed my father. but he needed a bottle more than he needed me. And so actually, after I got out the hospital, like I had a conversation with him, and that like triggered, the awakening. He apologized to me for the exact thing that I resented him for. You know what I mean? And I couldn't even, if you would have asked me before that conversation, I probably would have dismissed it. Like, nah, ain't no resentment. You know what I mean? Like, about what? Like, for what? Like, I'm grown. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing now. And so, but like, he got me on the phone and like, just hearing me out, understanding my situation. In so many words, was just like, yo, like, I apologize for not being there when you needed somebody to talk to. And then I understood in that moment, like, oh shit, that's why I write. Like, to this day, like, that's why I started. You know what I mean? Like, but that set it off, like, at a very early age. And I was hyperlexic. Like, I was well versed with language early in life. Yeah,
really?
Yeah. My oldest is like that. She needs 200 words.
Hyperlexic.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I've never heard that. Yo.
Yeah. My oldest, when she was 2, she knew over 200 words.
2?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, it definitely, I see that happening just because my son, he knows a lot of things, and he's 2. But his knowing of words also comes with the sign of the word. So he signs as well.
Oh, word.
Which is, thanks to these Rachels out here.
Yeah.
Miss Rachel and the other Rachel. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, please continue with this. I am trying to keep up with him now because he's like, Daddy, you train? I'm like, hold on, man, what is that? I don't know what this is. I'll be trying to figure out my damn self. So, yeah. Just the way
my youngest is like a little over a year, and whenever she wants more milk, she'll sign more.
Yeah.
And she's not using words yet, but like, she just understands the little,
boom.
And it's a compulsive
this
need.
She's gonna give me the milk.
Right.
Yeah.
Because we social creatures. You know what
right.
I'm saying? From like the minute we get here to the minute we go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
so,
he's been in the process because he likes to do things to where he needs help a lot for it because he likes to climb shit.
Right.
And so he understands that, hey, Daddy, down, help. And it's like, what? What are you doing? You want me to pick you up? He's like, yeah, help me. And I'm like, yo, man, this is adorable. I love it.
I love it, man.
And to see that he's getting older and to see that, with you and your daughters and the things that you get to pass down to them, like, I'm excited. Like, I'm glad that you're still here and that, it was a terrible attempt at things that you went through. Yeah. But, you were able to pass down your knowledge, especially to people like me that, I go through times where I have thoughts in my head to where it's just like, what do I do this for? Like, why? Why keep going? And, now that I can see somebody that actually is doing, making something from themselves, and you got more kids than I do. Yeah, I to say that your capabilities and what you're capable of doing compared to what I am capable of doing, I'm like, oh, I just got to keep at it. Like, ain't no right or wrong way. Just do you. Your kids are gonna love you regardless.
Oh yeah. They're probably like, I learned more from my kids about grace than I ever did in any sermon I sat under. You know what I mean? Like, real, like, them, some of my life's most influential teachers. Just because I had so much to learn. Like, even like after each of them was born, there was still like so much more to learn, and then each of them come with their own, the individual experiences that create like different dynamics. It's like, yo, you gotta remain fluid. You gotta, continue to indulge the becoming. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Wow. Where do you have a specific place that you like to write at? To where you just like, do you like to close yourself off, or it doesn't matter?
Hell yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I do. Because, like, when I write, bro, like, I really be on some Mad Hatter shit, bro. Like, I'm, like, that, like, that's, really, like, Jragon is, like, the one who, like, actually facilitates that process.
Yeah.
Like, And so like, yeah, I can't just have anybody around. Like I gotta, I be
sacred time
in the car, like in a random ass parking lot somewhere, just like going in, like talking to myself, like what?
Yeah. The
know what I'm
process.
saying? Yeah.
Of that, yeah.
Smoking the Bible and reading this, like, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Yo, I like that. Smoking the Bible and reading the spliff. That sound like that's what that was.
Like straight up. I realized halfway through I was saying it backwards, and then I was like, nah, that's still hard, though.
It's still hard. That's still hard. That's why it came out the way it is. I understood it immediately.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, nigga, that's fire.
Yeah, straight up.
Hell yeah, man. I've to be able to get down, like we're actually working on a piece together, and like we still don't know where it's going or how it just felt compelled to come together, and it's like this is what this needs to be, and we don't know what it is. It's just the serendipitousness of our interactions, basically, and like when it comes out, people go, what are y'all on? And I don't know, life.
Yeah,
life
bro.
happens, but that our thought process and the way we think and go about things is I know it's kind of like a secret code or like some type of secret society that I'm a part of, to where I'm like, the way I think, I know nobody else thinks, and the what I can create from that. Only a few people I've known, actually are in that same realm as I. So it's just like, oh no! When you meet that person, it's like we have to do something together. I just feel drawn to whatever is going to come from our creation, and it's been a fun time.
100% agree. Because when that's a big part of what I call like, or understanding the importance of collaboration. Introduced me to like one of my personal like philosophies on what I call sharing light. I say you got to be light to see light and share light to square light. And so in order to square light, you got to share light. And that entails like not just clicking up, you know what I mean? And like being around like other creatives, but it's like, yo, go or gravitate towards the people that appeal to you. You know what I mean? So that like a collaboration doesn't pull you out of a genuine space. And in that, because y'all get to both be human and creative simultaneously. You know what I mean? That lends itself to being able, like, just you sharing, like, or us in the piece that we got going now. It's like, bro, I've opened up in dimension. You know what I mean? Like, even if it's just like in subtle degrees. It's like every collaboration has something to offer you. Yeah. And like an intangible creative way. It has a way, it's an opportunity for you to like see more of yourself through the proximity of, you know, your contemporaries, whoever you working with. And so like, even with the last bit that you sent, I'm looking at it and like I started on it, I was like, oh yeah, I like where this is going a lot. And I've like never done this. You know what I'm saying? Like but it's still it's completely true to form. You know what I mean? It's not nothing contrived. It's not like, you know, this manufactured pandering pitch. Right. Like but it's like something really organic and you know what I'm saying? And like I said, true to form. Yeah. That's what makes it potent in my opinion. Like,
and it's so crazy how it to where when I go back and I look at what we're doing, and I'm like, who is this? Like, what are we're becoming these entities to where it's just like everything's just kind of like forming together. And I look at it, and I'm confused as I look at it because I'm looking at it from the outside. But once I tap into it again, I'm like, like a Scholastic's book. You know, you slowly put it on. Oh, I see the image. Right. You know, but you know, as you're in it, you don't really see it just yet. But once you take a step back, I'm like, I like this.
This piece, like, is one of the few times that I've been able to assess like how the performance shows up. Like during the writing process, it's like, I could see there's certain joints that happen, or even if you've been performing a piece regularly, or like another artist that like, performs a piece regularly, and then you see him do it, and it's like, nah, somebody showed up in this particular performance. And it's like, this is what that feels like, and I can see that already, during the writing process.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, Jragon is gonna show up. Like, it's gonna be great. Like,
the Menace is here.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what it feels like. Because every time I look at it, it's like I tap back into a certain realm.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh yeah, we got, all right. Let me just leave that right there. I'm not here yet. Let me just leave that right there. Usually when I tap into that space usually when we're going out to the art room or something like that.
Right.
And we're out there, and like the vibes and the energy is right. You know, because like the just what we got going on all together in general is just, I've never been a part of something like this besides my comedy troupe that I've been part of.
Right.
But that we were just comedians that had a group together. We never really collaborated with certain pieces or anything because it's comedy. That's an individual process, and we're a whole group. But with this here, it being poetry, it's just like, oh, there's collaborative aspects of all of this,
right?
To where that we're individuals, but we also can come together and then make something like a super Zord,
right?
And just be real extra and be real dope with it. And so like that's the exciting thing that I'm getting to be a part of, like, because I'm like, oh, this is nice, and I'm back outside, and I get to feel free again.
Right.
It's freeing to be able to express, and knowing that you have somebody that understands what you're expressing and what you might be going through. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is very helpful in life. It is much needed. Yeah, it's much needed. It's much needed to heal.
Absolutely,
especially when you're going through things. Those like-minded friends. Sit down, listen, and open up.
For sure.
Because I'm most of the time, like, I wasn't sure where things were going after my whole little situation of me being divorced and shit. And so I was just like, what? And it's crazy because she called me last night, and I was like, what is this? Why? And she was out and about, and she ain't never been out ever before with the whole. And I'm like, oh, please enjoy and live your life.
Right
now, And it fucked me up for a second because I was like, is this? I always look at things as a deeper meaning, and I'm like, what is this supposed to mean something?
Right.
Like, why is this happening? I don't want to have to deal with these feelings, but now these feelings are here, what do? And it's just things that I have to kind of like sit and just actually like bask in and be like, how does this feel? Do you like it? Yeah. Oh well, these are feelings. Yeah. How you gonna deal with it? And it basically sets me up to be able to deal with other situations that might occur in life, to where I'm like, oh, I don't know if I'll be able to handle this. And then you think back on things that you have. I'm like, oh no, you dealt with a lot worse. Yeah. It is okay. And I'm like, oh shit.
Yep.
Oh. Yeah.
Even when the external pressure is still real. You know what I'm saying? Even when like the nature of your circumstances as it stands like aren't that great. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a certain, I guess I want to say like an assurance or like a certain confidence that like reinforces that notion inside of us, you know what I'm saying, of it, just like you said, that, like, you know what, it's been worse, it ain't great right now, like this shit still suck, like, but like I'm okay, because like I've been okay before, you know what I'm saying, like I've had to like come to terms with the fact that like shit is alright, bro. It's kind of whack. It is kind of whack. But it's alright, bro. You straight.
We can get through it.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why community be so important.
Yes.
Because a lot of the times, like, it's hard. Like you said, it's uncomfortable as shit to sit with, like, those aspects of yourself, or, like, especially, like, in the heat of, like, moments of, getting a call from your ex. You want to sit there and be like, what is this? impulse or reflection of. Like,
Yeah.
yo, I don't want to hear that shit, bro. Like, what? Like, I ain't got time for that. Like, I'm already upset. I'm already pissed. Like,
right. Like, why now? Like,
yeah.
just boom, just those feelings being reassured. You're like, you remember that? Just
But it
let you know
helps
you can deal with it.
to have folks
Remember
that you can like outsource, just like with creative endeavors. It helps to like outsource to credible, collaborators.
Yeah.
Who have your best interest at heart. You know what I mean? And like if they just want to be there for you. You know what I mean? It's to where it doesn't feel like such a self-contained process. I don't have to sit with all of this and like come to the end of it on my own.
Yeah.
Like I got somebody that can bear witness. You know what I'm saying? Like in a real way. Somebody that you have that trust with, like we got within our collective. It's like, bro, like it's harder for us to like Pac said, how can the devil take a brother if he's close to me? You know what I'm saying? Because like we edify one another, we keep each other strong. You know what I'm saying? And it's harder to find a weak link per se.
Yeah.
Like when our camaraderie and community keeps us all protected.
Right. That's true.
Yeah.
It is the safest I be feeling when I come out. Like I'm telling them every time. I be so excited to see y'all. I be so excited to come outside just because, like, I understand that all this energy that I have in my house, it makes it's comfortable now. At the point I've gotten to a point where I'm comfortable there. But coming out is where I get the love and the satisfaction to where I'm like, oh, I am okay.
Right.
And it feels so much better to like, because I realized that I was going through something, but I didn't want to acknowledge that that's what was happening.
Yeah.
So I kind of just put it off at like, this is nothing. I can deal with this. This is, and then coming around and you guys and realizing like, oh no, you dealing with some shit and it's okay. It's okay to realize that's what it is.
Right.
And to be able to come out of this and feel happy to come see you motherfuckers. It'd be like, oh, I think I'm doing okay now.
Yeah, for sure.
I wasn't okay before, and it's good to admit that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as like the worst, the only thing that make it wrong is lying about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, otherwise, it's a completely natural, amoral experience. Like, to feel the shit you feeling in context of everything that you're going through. Like,
right.
But when you don't, like I said, have a witness of that being the case, it's like, damn, I'm a failure. I'm a colossal fuck up. The
all
shadow
those
wins.
Negative accolades.
The shadow wins. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you're gonna have a bad mushroom trip if you keep telling yourself things like
God.
that.
That's why people do.
Yeah.
That's why people do. They so disconnected from themselves, and then they take some shit that like integrates their entire psyche.
Yes.
And then it's like, oh, there's a stranger in here. Who the fuck is this dude? What? Yeah, that's you, motherfucker. Like, what?
You tearing yourself down.
Right.
Get him out. You don't need him. Kick him the fuck out of there. Yeah.
Or like he's just angry, bro. Like, introduce yourself and find out what the fuck he's so mad for. Like, because he stay here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, bro, integrate. Get to know yourself. It's dope.
I had my friend Didi. She was like, that bitch, I locked her up in the closet. I was like, he's like, she was like, I don't want her to come around. I prefer this. And I'm like, oh, no. I did the opposite. The person that I had that I was normally, I locked him up because I couldn't be that no more.
Forget that dude.
And now I got to bring him back outside. And people are like, oh, where have you been? I've been here. I was just locked away. I tucked myself away because, it didn't fit the mold of what I was going through.
Right.
The person that I was with didn't want that person, so I put him away. But now I don't have to put him away, and now we all can be here.
Right.
Oh, and it feels so much better to be able to be oneself. And And it's so crazy because in the midst
Oneself.
of it, you don't.
That's a bar.
Yeah.
Oneself.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, because it's you.
Yo.
You were, you can only. It's just you, this person. Like, you can go ahead and mask that from people, but it's not. You're not being genuine. Like, go ahead and let out who you are.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, such a
Live free.
those moments of realization.
Choose freedom.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
definitely.
Choose
Definitely
freedom.
choose freedom. Definitely choose to heal.
Hell
Yeah. I think where I want this to go is to basically. Oh, these are good.
Oh yeah, I'm a gear nerd, so I'm curious.
I know. That's why I asked you certain things. Raheem was asking questions. He's like, I was like, talk to Prophet. Prophet knows. He probably knows exactly what you probably gonna be looking for. Yeah, because he's definitely on it. Yeah, I've been. Ever since we've been together, it's just like those little tidbits of things that we've needed. Like, I'm like, oh, this person's good for this. This person's good for that.
Right.
Like Sadie's P. Oh my God, she'll keep us all together.
Yeah.
She'll keep everything organized. And I'm like, I can't do that.
Right.
And to say that, like, we have somebody in here that is like, oh no, don't worry about that. I got you. You don't even have to think about that. And it's like, oh, that's one less thing that is gonna bog my mind down. Oh my God, this is to be able to find that sense of enlightenment in like-minded folks, and that the sensibility that we have when we do come together. Like, everything is just like, I can breathe now.
Yeah.
And then we also out here we also get money, which is nice too.
Facts.
It's like, oh shit, we are dope collectively, but also individually. We out here, and as we came together, we are each helping each other raise the bar on where this scene is going in this community. And like, hey, fuck it, I love it. This is the most I've been paid for in my artistry, besides that one time I did that shit for Burger King. And I was like, oh, okay, but that I should have got paid more for that anyway. But that was awesome. I'm like, oh, in one sitting, cool. So hell yeah. Like, I like where this is going, and it can only go up from here. Just because,
I believe that, 100%.
Yeah, we know it's not like we're young-minded at this, or we're fresh to this. We've been through a whole bunch of. We've been through learning situations to where it's like, oh no, don't worry about it. Look, boom, we can do this, and so we're skipping steps that people would have to normally go through and struggle, and like, oh, it's just the figuring out process. The figuring out process is over now. Now it's just like, boom, let's just get to it, because we know what it is that we want.
Traction.
Yeah.
Straight up. Traction.
Traction is great.
And we got it. You know what I'm saying? We move with a seamless cohesion. Like, as individuals and as a composite.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. Oh, this is the team. And that's why we be needing these conversations. Now, I this is why this happens, because most time people was like, man, where's this going to go, or where are we going to talk about? It's not saying that that's what's going to. I like to reiterate that these are the questions that get asked sometimes, and then this is how the conversation goes, and people are like, man, this is a great genuine what? How long y'all been friends for? A few months? Maybe. Haven't even been a year yet.
Sure.
So the genuineness of it, and how quickly we can come together, and you know that it's meant to be. Right. It's like, oh no, yeah,
straight up,
pretty much. Fucking love it.
Yo,
where we at? Oh shit. Okay, well.
Over?
Well, because it's about that. It's almost that divine time.
For sure.
Yeah. And it was
my watch is dead.
Oh damn.
Universe is like sight. Yes. Fuck you thought, nigga. ADHD tag, stupid. Yo. Thought she was sweet boy. Oh yeah, we gotta.
Yeah, we gotta hit the road. Man, but before we get out of here, man, let everybody know where they can find you at, Dragon.
At Jragon with a J, Prophet with a PH on Instagram. Really, just hit me on there because that's the only place I'm gonna really be. Like in my artist element. You know what I mean? And also wherever else. TikTok, I guess. Like I'll be kind of funneling shit over to TikTok a little bit.
Yeah.
But like you could also follow me on TikTok at Jragon with a J, Prophet with a PH. And yeah.
Hell yeah.
Folks, your boy, engage me though. Don't just be ghost
no
follower.
lurkers.
Like
just come on in.
I'm gonna do quarterly purges. You know what I'm saying? Like early on, so that I know that the folks that's rocking with me is really rocking with me. Right?
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, because we on a level to where like we still have a level of control over like who has access to us like as an audience. You know what I mean? So like there's folks that are like follow you and just like won't, which whatever, cool. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people that will follow and never interact, but they'll spend some money when you drop something. You know what I mean? But it's like, yo, at some level, show support and don't just tune in for the content, because like this ain't TV, this real life.
For real.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, y'all know what this is. This is Tell Me a Joke, the guy out there chasing the dream. I've been your host, Maniacal, Menace, Cosmic. Say the whole thing like a pimp named Slickback. Yeah. And until next time, keep dreaming, jokers. Woohoo!